So there I was at GameStop. Oh, that's loud for me. There I was at GameStop buying Zodiac Age because I'm a diehard fan of Final Fantasy 12 and will support it any way I can. And also I want to play 2 jobs per character. I've only paid for it once and a long fucking time ago. Might as well show some love. Anyway, I got Zodiac Age, and while I was there, I was like, I need to buff out my PS4 collection because it's shitty. So I actually bought Bloodborne, and there was one other thing. Bloodborne finally dropped to a low price. Resident Evil Revelations 2. I got the new Resident Evil Revelations game. Well, it's not new anymore. Anyway, I went to pay. It was like 90 bucks, and I like never buy anything for myself, so it wasn't. You know, I can take payments like that, no problem. What's his name? Kaiser Krauser. That's a cool name. I've tried to pay, but my chip has been broken in my card forever. Like, it still works if you swipe, but the chip doesn't work. And I've been meaning to replace it, and I don't even know how to replace it. I guess I'm going to call the number on the card or something. I don't fucking know. I was thirsty. You ever just put a fucking glass of water to your mouth and you just drink a whole bunch at once because you're like, oh, fuck, I needed that? Tastes super good and shit. Chip didn't work. So I don't have any cash on me, and it's just like, well, you know, can I swipe? And normally it's like, well, normally you have to like have the chip fail 3 times. Yeah, cool. Wow, Dorai. Yeah, it's a pun because his name is Dorai. Anyway, it wouldn't even acknowledge the chip. There was a chip card in when normally it says chip malfunction 3 times, and then I get to slide. So I couldn't even slide. So I just had to go and withdraw some money from somewhere else, and then I went across the road to the ATM, and the ATM said, like, down, use different location, and then gave me locations of other ATMs, and I was like, fuck. But that ATM was right next to an Albertsons, so I go inside, and I ask what their maximum, like, money back is, and it's $100, but I want some other money because Evo's coming up, and I want to do some, like, you know, order a pizza or something. I want to have some cash on me. So I want to withdraw, like, $160, and, to like handle like groceries plus potentially multiple pizzas plus like all these games. And I asked how much they can like cash back, and they're like 100 per purchase. And I've got this fucking broken card that never works, and you need to like insert it 3 times before it lets you use the slider on every single machine. So I'm just like I have to like buy I have to buy just two of anything and have them up as 2 separate transactions. So I'm waiting in line for a long fucking time. And then I buy a tube of M&M minis, and then I bought a bag of Doritos. And both times I had to insert 3 times and then slide. Just to get 100 fucking 60 bucks so I could go back and pay for these games. First time in a GameStop in a while. Almost a year. Not a year. I bought this last time I was in a GameStop, I bought the Switch. And then the time before that was like a year. GameStops are really shitty. I buy all my games online. I don't play new games anyway. But the games I do buy, I buy online. Just buy them through Steam or something, whatever. Or like, you know, ship to my house. eBay. I never ever buy games new except when I do. Anyway, I'm sitting here with this fucking bag of Doritos, which cost $1.69. And I'm going to turn it over right now. 3 servings per container, 140 calories each. That is nuts, dude. That is absolutely insane. Doritos are pretty good. I don't eat them very often, and it's a damn good thing I don't eat them very often, because just looking at this shit, it's actually not that bad for you, except for the calories. It's got kind of a lot of fat in it. But just the sheer amount of, like, this isn't that much food. It's like 3 ounces, 3 1/8 ounces of food. That's just not very much, you know, just in terms of content. And yet this thing is like 500 some calories. Not quite 500. Like 420? Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. 420 calories. What do you fucking know? A bag of Doritos is 420 calories. It's almost magical how that works out. A lot of sodium, I guess. No, that's a shit ton of sodium. This individual bag has 30% of my sodium. I'm not even sure I'll eat these Doritos, dude. I just had to buy something. They were kind of cheap. I could have bought gum, but I don't know. I didn't. I should have bought gum and just given it out. That was like what I should have done. I realize now. People have been giving me gum. Like, you know, every time someone pulls out gum in public, they always look at me and they're like, hey, you want some gum? And maybe like one time out of three, I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll take some gum. Gum's alright. Especially if you're doing something boring and it's just like, well, this is one additional thing I can work my brain on. This stick of gum. Like working after hours and shit. My day would be very, very slightly improved by a stick of gum. I was like, this is time. This is my chance to pay him back. Well, I am now. I should have said it at the time and actually gotten some gum. So I could just like pull out the stick of gum and say, want some gum. And then not even have any for myself. Just offer it. There's a guy at my work who goes to 99-cent stores and he buys those bulk, like, Halloween candy off-season, you know? Where it's like, there's like bags of Snickers and Milky Way, like the fun size, you know? But it's like intended for Halloween, but it's not Halloween, so they can only sell it in like 99-cent stores. And he like gives it out at work. And it's just amazing how like a fun size Snickers, like if you're trying for a candy fix, it's not so good. It's okay. But if you're just, you know, doing like something you only kind of want to do, and then you're doing the same thing with a fun size Snickers in your mouth, it's amazing. It's amazing. My entire mood changes when I'm given a fun size Snickers for free, even though a fun size Snickers is not that, you know, incredible of a thing. These pathetic block strings from Alex. It's not even the Alex player. These block strings are okay. They're just horrible. It's just that Alex can't do anything from a sequence like that. Alex has limp dick block strings. What's different about Doritos in the UK? I need to know. I know that Cool Ranch Doritos are called Cool American Doritos in the UK, which is pretty funny. I didn't realize this, but ranch is considered to be a very American thing outside of America. Americans are kind of blind to what's considered American. Like obviously when someone asks like an American guy like what's very American, they usually say like either like fucking 4th of July, American flags, fireworks, hot dogs, hamburgers. It's like a pretty short fucking list. So I don't know, hot dogs. Ranch is not super popular here, but it's pretty popular. It's probably the most popular salad dressing. Caesar's kind of popular too. I'm pretty sure ranch is the most popular salad dressing. Apple pie, forgot that one. Apple pie is very American. There's a lot of shit that is American that a lot of people don't think is American. Like fucking fried chicken. Fried chicken scene is a very American meal in most of the world. Fried chicken's some damn good shit. Cajun food. Cajun food's pretty nice. That's American. Somewhat. Some of it's American. Ranch or Cool Ranch? Nice. That's gonna work. It's a good decision. Of all the things America could be known for, ranch is not so bad. The weird thing about America and stereotypes of America is that almost every stereotype of America is actually a stereotype of Texas. America's a pretty big country, and for what it's worth, it's very samey for a big country. Like if you go to different parts of Europe, if you go to different parts of England, England is a very small country. England is like smaller than like California. But if you go to different parts of England, every different part is very, very different. You know what I mean? You get radically different accents. You get radically different like personalities even. You can kind of donk someone anywhere in America and you'll get approximately the same experience. Approximately. Emphasis on approximately. Your like LA or your New York is going to be different from like your Austin. But like most of America is just suburbia. Oh, that link. That was kind of nice. Crouching opponent. Made easier. You dumb bitch. You dumb fucking bitch. You subhuman. Anyway, America's actually very samey, but like if you ask Americans what Texans are, they'll say Texans are obsessed with religion They're obsessed with freedom. They're obsessed with like big things, like huge portions kind of thing, like fucking just mass in general. Um, they're kind of loud. They're kind of like aggressively friendly. You can like ask someone like an approximate like stereotypes of Texans, and you'll get a pretty good list of things that are actually like around the world, the stereotypes of America, of the United States in general. Texas is just the United States on steroids. Or maybe like cowboys. There's some cowboys in Texas, right? Cowboys are actually like a California thing. There's plenty of cowboys in Texas. That's an American-ass stereotype. Ranches. Ranches all over Texas. There's actually like a ranch city, like not too far away from me. I can go over there and it's just farmland and fucking animals. People with goats and sheep and shit. Kyle seems like a Texan. Shigeki Ryu. I don't think I've ever seen this guy. I don't recognize either of these names. I think Ryu can punish dash punch with low strong at most ranges. Maybe low forward too. Low strong into the Tatsu should work though. Neat! Stand fierce on one side, then DP on the other. It's a tricky anti-air. Looked like she landed though. This is the optimal dizzy amount. You want to almost dizzy the opponent with your Denshin. Punish! Nothing. He tried for far strong, which is probably still good, but it didn't work there. He's probably not gonna... He's actually in a really good position, because if he gets like a Denshin set up now... Oh shit, never mind, he's dead. Almost dead. That gives you a slightly scaled super, I guess. I'm very used to seeing that super connect raw, or after a dash punch. What was I gonna say? Oh, if he got another Denshin there, it would have been really good. He was right about to get the meter for his next Denshin, and the next Denshin was gonna stun easy. He didn't need like a very charged one. Oh, look at that meter. Look at that stun bar, dude. This is dead zone. She's dead to a throw. She's dead to an overhead. She's dead to any DP. That was a nice parry. This is such a stressful scenario for Makoto. Oh, this is like over, because he can block string into... What the fuck? That was the wrong decision. He should have blocked string. It should have been low forward, DP, Denshin, and then the Denshin was going to dizzy. That was the correct play. Yo, these dash and throws. Oh, there it is. Makoto's intense, dude. So is Denshin Ryu. That's a high-octane matchup. Damn, how you guys feeling about Evo coming up real soon? Couple days. I got a friend coming in. I can't drop too many details because it's a surprise. So in case one of my friends is watching now or watches the archive. But like someone I haven't seen in a long time. Gonna be doing a homestay. Punk. Punk has a very good chance of like making top 8 or winning. I'm not even gonna write that off. That's like a real thing that could happen. There are plenty of people where it's like he has not even a chance of winning Evo, but Punk has a chance. Is it a good chance? Not really. It's there. I think the winner will probably be Japanese. But Punk is definitely good enough. Punk is better than like most of the Japanese players, to be honest. I don't know how much practice Infiltration Rashid has gotten, but I think Infiltration Rashid is the single scariest person there. Or it's the scariest concept. I don't know if he's that good with Rashid yet. But the notion of Infiltration and the notion of Rashid are just so fucking terrifying to me. I think he's going to be like one of the best players once he really understands and learns fucking Rashid proper. Once he knows how he can break the game down. Like, I'm sure he knows all of Rashid's combos and shit. But once he can, like, you know... Once he can have a literal non-stop read for, like, an hour. I feel almost the same way with Shen and Ibuki. I think Fudo's probably better right now. I think Infiltration was better in Street Fighter. I don't know. No, I don't know. I think Infiltration was probably better in Street Fighter 4. It's hard to say. They were very close. They were good at different things. Not even really super different things. They were both really, really good in footsies. That was like their main strength each. That was the sound of me opening a tube of M&M minis with my mouth. I'm not even going to eat them. I just want to open it. I've made mistakes before. Almost all of those mistakes involved me eating late at night and triggering acid reflux. One parry into block. Nice and safe. Whew. He didn't give a fuck. He's like, oh, you want a parry, huh? Counter picking was, yeah, part of it. The Chun-Li, the Goken, the Hakan, the fucking Decapri. That was definitely a part of it. His Akuma was no joke, though. And most of his characters, he won through just solid footsies. Like, not due to, like, crazy tech or anything. There was a decent amount of crazy tech on his Goken and his Hakan. Not a whole lot, but, like, enough. And, of course, his Akuma. Oh, what a good whiff punish. Infiltrate Chun, dude. I actually like this Chun-Li a lot. He was one of my picks to do really well, and then he lost to Mise. I thought he was going to sweep Capcom Cup. That was a hype match, though. Like, it was worth it for Infiltration to lose in a match like that. It was very intense. Mise did a good job. I thought that was a I thought that was a good-ass counter pick. What was the Infiltration versus... What was that matchup? There was one of Infiltration picking Chun-Li against an Elena player. Was that Evo 20... what was that? I feel like that was Evo. That was like the Momochi versus GamerB Evo, I think, wasn't it? Wasn't that versus GamerB? I don't remember. There was like one matchup. There was Infiltration picking Chun-Li against an Elena player, and then like the game got very, very, very slow. It was like a godlike counter pick, and it was a godlike set. But everyone was like, wow, Elena just breaks the game, even though it was like a good set. The trick with Elena versus Chun-Li is that like Chun-Li basically can't prevent Elena from healing, but it doesn't matter. Because Chun-Li wins, like, not wins in footsies, but like she's very, very solid in footsies. Like, it's still a balanced matchup even with like 1 or 2 healings. Nice. Elena can't slide under Chun-Li's fireballs. And that's like, without slide, Chun-Li, I mean, Elena actually has kind of a hard time with fireballs. Like a very hard time. You've got either Ultra 1, which you wouldn't even be picking in that matchup. Or you've got Stall with Ultra 2, with healing. Or you've got EX Rhino Horn, which is shitty. Yeah, that sounds like it. That might have been it. But there was like a round where Elena got like 3 healings. Or maybe even several rounds where Elena got like 3 healings. And everyone was like, stop letting him heal. It's like, no, you can't. It's not worth it. Chun-Li has to play really unoptimally and dangerously in order to punish a healing. But like, it's fine to not punish a healing. It's still okay. It sounds really weird to say, but standing back, chucking fireballs, and letting Elena heal occasionally is literally like better than like hanging close and potentially subjecting yourself to Elena's mix-ups. Chun-Li has to put up a wall that whole matchup. It was a good, like, I played that matchup a lot, Elena versus Chun-Li. And it was played expertly from both players. And everyone was like, oh my god, Elena's so cheap, and oh my god, Infiltration's so dumb. But Infiltration was smart, and he played it perfectly. They just didn't realize why he was doing what he was doing. He still lost, but it was super, super close. It depends. Well, yeah, if it's like a raw healing, Ultra 1 will punish it in most contexts, unless it's absolutely full screen. Chun-Li can punish any full heal on reaction. But so can anyone else. So it's just going to be 1 or 2 partial heals per round, which is not that bad. Mm. The thing is, Ultra 1 from Chun-Li will not prevent Ultra 2 usage from Elena. She'll just use it and then she'll just use it after like a throw knockdown or something like that. And then if you Ultra after it, there's a good chance she'll block you. Like, the heal is kind of useful for Elena. I mean, it's objectively quite useful. But, as good as the heal is, punishing people who try and fail to punish the heal is like 5 times better. The main problem with heal being broken was that people are dumb as fuck. People don't know how to punish heal. I never actually made that video, how to punish heal. But that's like the core of like fighting Elena properly. If you're a dipshit, you're gonna eat so much damage. The main trick is that if it's a... make it now. If it's a full heal, you have an hour to punish it. That's the trick. And if it's a partial heal, then you often can't punish it, and if you attempt to, you're going to burn all your Ultra Bar and then still get punished. Hi. You can just full jumping combo on reaction. Yeah, just get kind of close. Hang around, like get to... When you see the heal, all you have to do is just approach and get to jump in range. And then if she does the full heal, you just jump in. And then you get a full jump in combo, and that literally negates the entire heal. You do the 300 damage that she just recovered. Potentially way more if you have resources. And you got meter for it. And she used her Ultra. If she does a partial heal, it's generally safe. But it'll only heal like 150-ish. And that's not a big deal. That just makes Elena go from like a 900 health character to a 1050 health character. With no Ultra. Which is still manageable. She's still strong, don't get me wrong. Elena's still a good-ass character. But healing, the hatred for healing is so misplaced. The only argument that can be made for why healing is stupid is that it requires basically no setup. Or rather, she gets an abnormal number of setups compared to most Ultras. The other actual argument that can be made is that fucking HP she heals still gives her Ultra meter, so she has an easier time getting more Ultra meter than other characters. Those are the 2 actual ways that healing is busted. But everything else about healing is like very fair, and people are just stupid. People just tried repeatedly to punish healing in a context where it couldn't be punished. And then they lost their Ultra meter, or they lost their Super meter, or they just became full combo punishable in addition to letting Elena get a partial heal. Nice. Most knockdowns, for example, any Link's Tail, for example, most throws, for example, like stuff like that, was a partial heal for Elena. 1500, that's a bit strong. She would have a very hard time getting more than 2 partial heals. So, more like 1200, which is still a shit ton. But that's if she got 2 partial heals. And let's remind you right now that in order to get 2 partial heals, you have to lose 90% of your health. 90% of your base health. I think that's the number. 45 per. 45 for a half Ultra Bar. 90 for a full Ultra Bar. I can say as an Elena player, it was far more common to get 1 partial Ultra. I mean, she could focus a lot of fireballs. Also, fireballs were a full heal opportunity because you could just go for the full heal and then eat the fireball. And that would generally be okay unless it was a really slow fireball, like Chun-Li. Because then she could follow it in and get a combo after the fireball. But, like, you know, it's bad to give opponents free ultra meter no matter who you play. Taking on white damage as Elena was risky because she had low health and low stun. Everyone acts like it's fucking like, oh my god, it's so cheap that Elena can just like focus fireballs. It's like shit. Rufus can focus fireballs. You're gonna fucking have a really hard time if you give Rufus a bunch of free ultra meter. That was intended to be an empty cancel. It's hard to punish that. Shippy would have done it though. Shippy will punish that every time. He wiggled just a little bit, but he didn't get anything. Probably went for Shippu. You can actually parry that super pretty easily, but parrying it doesn't make it easier to punish, unless you're like point blank. And even then it doesn't really make it easier. Parrying any projectile super doesn't freeze the opponent, including Necro Super 3. Alright. The taunt. Taunt makes next combo stronger. You don't get that many opportunities to do it, but that half circle forward kick is one. One parry to react to what was going on, then just shift it to block. Smart. Got him? Got him. That might have not been a good investment. Now it's looking like a really bad investment. Necro builds meter pretty fast, and his super meters are really short, so it's not a huge deal. It's hard to build meter quickly in this matchup, though. You're basically getting all your meter build with shit like fucking low forward and like back strong and shit, which is not very good. Or it's fine, but it's not very fast. Necro plays pretty well until Chun-Li has a super, and then it becomes kind of tricky. Wow! Nerf. This is where things get hard. When Chun-Li's hitting on a super, she can use reversal super to punish a lot of stuff. So you've got to be very particular about what you use as Necro from here on out. You gotta be careful about the way you poke. That was nice. Drills are pretty good against Jun too, which is nice. Chun-Li does not like drilling like that. Drills are very hard to whiff punish. Neat! Anti-air electricity into Stand Fierce. I wonder if Victor's a reference to Victor from Darkstalkers. Probably. Probably not his actual name. Japanese man. That might trade. It did. That button is good at trading, and Necro tends to... Oh. This is hard spin. This is a ton of damage. Back medium kick, medium spin, super. This should stun. That was a bad drop. That sealed the deal immediately. Necro's pretty cool. Got a very interesting playstyle. It's that same medium kick. I haven't seen that button in a while. Electricity didn't work. Electricity's normally pretty good against jump-ins from Akuma, but you have to do it very predictably. Because his jump-ins happen really fast with like the dive kick or like, you know, stuff. Oh, he tried the red parry. Second hit. Ate a follow-up combo. That stun is getting me an issue. This could still go either way. Oh, now it can't. Yeah. He bred the bar. That was a pretty good decision. See the deal. I think Necro has a good chance of making it into the game eventually. He's wacky and he's a playstyle that's sorely missed. And he hasn't appeared in a while and he's like a decently popular character. Oh, that stun. Build that meter. It probably will be. I can't see that not making it. Hard heavy hook is basically the apology to Necro for not really having a good jump. It gives him like grounded jumping combos. Necro's so good in terms of like design or tier, because he's not that good in tier. Oh, this Necro. I misread. I don't know. Got good confirms. Necro's dizzy is a problem for... Oh, there's the red parry. Random hammer hooks are really... They're pretty good until you can do that red parry. And then when you can do that red parry, they become horrible. Nice. Necro has decent parry follow-ups. There it is again! Urian players are really good at red parrying because red parrying is your main way of winning Crouch Fierce on a good opponent. It's a mess. Crouch Fierce is a really good button, but, you know. Red parries are not so hard, but, like, it's easy to fuck them up if you don't understand, like, the timing. It's more that they're risky to go for, but if people went for them more, they'd realize they're not so bad. The thing about red parries is they're only possible on true block strings, and in Street Fighter 3, most true block strings have hits really close to each other. So if you release, you have to have a neutral. So if you release your direction, if you release your back, you've got a good chance of getting hit by the thing immediately before the red parry. One hit confirming it's a super off of like the back strong and stuff. It might be an empty cancel. I think you can one hit confirm that. That was a confirm off the parry. Nice. With punish. Necro's gonna have a hard time actually dizzying this round. This matchup is pretty even. This is like over though. Very hard to win now. This is almost impossible to win. Necro needs a miracle. A random EX tackle is going to fuck him up. A random tackle into... Yeah, there it is. Random tackle into super is even worse. It's EX super, that is. Which Remy player we have is the closest to test Remy? None? No Remy. It's too hard to actually use like charge positioning style stuff. Or like walk stuff in an actual match. If you want the best Remy player, it's probably, what's his name, Piero. This is an east-west, I think. I'm actually not sure. It doesn't say. It says West Day something something. West Day Spring Field? What the fuck does that say? I think that's the name of the... No, this is an east-west. East-west war. There it is. Those are the three characters. So this is just two giant teams. It's kind of like a King of the Hill. It's like 20 versus 20. Or 15 versus 15, perhaps. Would be more appropriate numbers. This one's probably smaller than that. This one's probably like 10v10, actually. Tommy, please. Go easy on him, Tommy. Is it match? It is match. Machi. Machi. Reversal, medium Tatsu. I respect. Match plays against Tomina a lot, and he plays a very interesting... He like wins like probably half of them. But he has a good success. He has a lot better success rate. That's unfortunate, dude. He has a lot better success rate against Tommy than most people do. So he low parried like a low forward or something. What was that? I forget already. And then he hit stay medium kick, and Makoto low profiled it because she was still locked in the low forward animation, and she had some low profile frames. That's sad, dude. It was the wrong punish though. Akuma had something guaranteed there. He could have just done fucking low strong super. That hit really late. Nice. That's what he wanted. Oh no! What was that? Some kind of weird option select? He almost died. That is so much fucking damage. Now he's in a horrible spot. Yup. He had to play in a very safe way against EX, or just random dash punches. Which of course made dash and throw very strong as well. The players are approximately ordered by skill for what it's worth. Emphasis on approximately. Shinta's the team captain on this one. It says, if you watch these videos yourself, it says the list of all players in the description. In Japanese and usually English too. He went for a reasonably safe, reasonably high damage combo. It was pretty good. This is some very, very optimal, annoying Yun. Shinta's really good. Nice. Jump back fierce traded with a jump roundhouse. He went for safe. He thought Makoto was gonna hit a button or something, but she was very patient. Damn, you and everyone else. Oh, he missed the torch short! I think that works on twins. That would have killed. No super? That was kind of a weird decision. So was that. Oh, I think he was saving it. He's up around, isn't he? Yeah. These videos in and of themselves are very interesting for me. But I can see how a lot of people would need, like, you know, commentary to really be able to hang. Tommy's team generally wins, but I don't actually know which side is east and which one's west. Time to find out. I'm going to browse the... Tominaga is on... Oh, it just says 1P versus 2P. It doesn't even say the fucking sides. Oh, he dropped it. This is actually like a huge turnaround potentially. This will usually open up the opponent. The follow-up would have been almost a kill there. Oh, that was a Kara. I saw that. It was very strange. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. He got a Kara command grab there. I do not know the motion, but I saw the Kara command grab. He made a noise. Yun's not supposed to make that noise there, I think. It might have been an accident. It might have been like an accidental sweep into a Kara command grab. Like it might have not been a deliberate. It didn't seem to give him any range or anything. Yeah, that who. He's not supposed to make that sound there. That was a Kara. The sound bites happen on the first frame of attacks for a lot of attacks. So if you Kara an attack that has a sound bite into an attack that doesn't have a sound bite, the new attack will have a sound bite. It might have been an accident. He might have accidentally Kara'd a sweep into a command grab. The thing is, Tominaga's like near guaranteed to come up if his side is going, you know, bad. Oh, Tominaga, if he doesn't play during the actual tournament, he often plays during exhibitions. Don't forget about that. Tominaga is one of the best players here, though. Mika. This is footage from 2017, July 6th. That's like almost now. That's like a week ago. 6 days ago. That is definitely a reference to our Rainbow from Street Fighter V, no doubt. He ain't referencing no Alpha 3. This man is probably an actual Mika player. The Alex is Donchan, which is Ibuki's fucking Tanuki. Which I guess is a reference to this game. A reference to Ibuki in general. Nice. Didn't do the right... That's kind of weird that he did the light version of the machine gun blow. I guess trying to be as safe as possible. But, like, he did send hard kick. He could have done any version of it. Oh, tried to chip out. That was a bad decision. Alex could really win right now. Alex has like a decent chance of winning. There goes. I like never really considered ever doing all characters for the how to plays, and I've somehow done almost all of them. I think I'm missing like 5. I'll do that eventually. I usually just do a how to play whenever someone brings up that I haven't done one in a while. That's literally like how I measure it. Who's left? Sim, Mika, Ed, I guess. Um, I don't know. It's a pretty small list. Characters I still haven't done. Got him! You can jump out of that. It's a 2-frame grab. He was either already committed or he's dumb. We'll never find out which. He might have been teching a throw or something. I didn't see an animation. Looks like he was just blocking. Walking backwards. Look at all that stun! That was a tick grab, but he was really far away. He probably wanted close jab, which I think has less pushback than far jab. He probably just wanted to be closer in general. Towards strong anti-air. It's got a good hitbox. There it is again. Very good hitbox. Very long, very annoying. 12. One of the only matchups where 12 is not helpless. 12 is never helpless, he's just always bad. Oh, that's unsafe. Alex missed the punish. Oh, still unsafe. Gotta stand strong. Maybe a punish, maybe not. I've never seen this 12's name. The first one is like a... Oh, what is that one? Is that like the Doyobi no Do? I think it is. I actually forget the meaning of that one. And then he's got the shita, the under. And then he's got... That looks like the... I don't know what that is, but it looks like the Suwate kanji. Yeah, I think it is. Suwate. That's like the sit. Something under sit. I forget that do. I don't know how you'd read that altogether. That's like a basic ass kanji on the left that I don't know the meaning of. It might be a... It might be a... Shrine? I might be making that up. Samurai. One of the two... The conjugation for or the kanji for samurai. Let me put it on here. No, that's shrine. Left half of that, I mean the right half of that is shrine. I think. It's got like the thing that Toki has. I do not remember. Whoa, is that going to work? I thought it was good. It would have worked on a bigger dive kick. If he was closer, it would have hit sooner. Oh. Wow, 12 was doing really good, and then Yang got 2 combos. Maybe it's like ground or something. Ground down, ground under sit. Man, I don't know. Kanji are too hard for me. I'm surprised I even recognize them all. Dogeza. But what does it mean? Is it a name? Yeah, that! I remember there were two kanji that were super similar. These were the two I was thinking of. I don't remember which is which. I think this right one is the one in Doyobi. I think this left one is the one that's in this guy's name. Now I'm looking at them. 12 has an OTG office forward throw in the corner with super on Oro only. I don't even know what prostrate means. Is that like lie on your belly? It's one of those lie down words, but it has a direction associated with it. Is it lie on your back? It's one of those doctor words. There's like 6 words that all refer to being prone in different positions. Like being prone in different like ways up. Facing downward, yeah. I knew. One of them is in common usage and the other, like 5, like never see any usage at all unless you're a doctor. That's the max ender. Max damage ender. I think. I don't think Fierce does any more damage. 12 versus Sim would be neat. Sim would probably have... 12 would probably run a train on him, actually. Air dash is probably a big problem for Dawson. Big damage. Nice! That was a good double jump. That's like obvious. It's like very good to use that. If you get a cross-up dive kick, it's very good to use the block stun slash hit stun to just jump right back out of the corner. Yang is pretty uncommon in these East versus West videos. He's like quite a good character. He's like high tier. Shinta 12. I think 12, if he had a crush counter, it'd probably be Crutch Fierce. That little ball move. Because that's like his only like hard normal that's not like a weird... Man, I don't know. I'd really like to see what they do with 12. It'd probably be Stand Fierce. They'd probably speed up Stand Fierce and make it his anti-air. They probably wouldn't speed it up and make it his anti-air. Probably be low strong or Stand Fierce. 12 would be very good in any fighting game that wasn't this one. Any Street Fighter that wasn't this one. Parries don't help him at all. And they hurt him quite a lot. His space control would be very important, except in this game, where space control is just kind of hard to have at all. Because jumping is so ubiquitous and it's very hard to stop someone from jumping. Compared to other Street Fighter games anyway. That was a punish. Yum. Oh, he hit a button to get into it. That was probably still a punish. He should have just punished with Raw Rekka though. EX Rekka. That'd be kind of cool. He controls space with these lights and they just do no damage. Lights are so weak in this game. Oh, that didn't even hit. That's embarrassing. Made him land into a low forward though. His tracking EX projectile did not hit. It did not track properly. It's normally really good about that. Nice parry, nice punish. Probably grab the landing recovery. I think that's a thing. Ah, the sweep. That's not a bad option there. That was like the right normal to pick. You have to be so smart with 12's normals, damn it. Jump short. Early jump short. He's controlling space. How is it tied, dude? 12 has landed so many hits compared to Yang. 12's damage is so shit, dude. It's annoying. Why is this still, like, fair? This is in 12's favor, don't get me wrong. But it's not way in 12's favor, which it should be. That definitely hit on the front. Fong is genuinely more weak to pressure than 12 is, to be honest. But also he gets a lot more damage and stun off of his successful hits. It's almost impossible to stun the opponent as 12. Most of his attacks do basically no stun except his heavies, which are very hard to land. Jump heavy kick is like the only heavy you'll usually land against a good opponent. Stand fierce is just a prayer move. Stand roundhouse is like it's got a good hitbox in terms of distance. But you know, most people won't be hitting buttons from the ranges where it works. And if they're hitting buttons from the ranges where it's closer than where it works, like they'll probably beat you. Probably hit you out of it. His throw does okay stun, I guess, but just like you know, he'll kill the opponent before he actually gets a stun. That might or might not have even been an anti-air. That's not a super hard parry, but you know, easy to fuck up. You actually have a decent amount of time to parry it after the freeze too. It also is a true anti-air if they commit to a button. It's probably 12's best super, but he still has kind of a hard time confirming it or landing it otherwise. It's actually a good super, it's just 12 like utterly lacks confirms. That's like his only confirm. The problem is 12, not the super. The other characters would be quite happy with that one. That's a punish. He moves into low profile frames as he does the super, and then the needles have a nice hitbox that actually goes way off the ground, so it'll hit airborne opponents. This is a bad matchup. It's not horrible, I don't think. It's probably a solid 7-3 when played properly. That being said, I think Super 3 is worse than Super 2 for Oro. What the fuck? What was he doing? He took a chill pill in the middle of that. Ugh. Probably some block swing into super. Not even. Didn't even need to. Those actually don't build that much media in this game. Probably should have killed with like a back strong or something. Really? That's kind of a weird decision. Hard to punish that though. Should have been a super jump from the Oro instead of a jump into dash. Super 2 lets you control 12's movement so much more, and like Super 2 it's really easy to get the unblockable loop on 12. And also you can like put super out on the screen when he's cornered and then jump over him. He's one of those characters. So you can get piss easy unblockables, which are 12 has to take big risks to get out of them. I really like Super 2 in this matchup. Super 3 is not bad. Super 3 is literally never bad in any matchup. Nice. Don't have to pick ranges on the X1, it'll track the opponent anyway. 12 can actually super under fireballs, but very rarely do you get the opportunity for that. The stones! The stones have much better hitboxes there. They managed to follow Oro down. They follow Oro's shoulders, so even though Oro whiffs with that jump medium kick, the stones still hit 12 before he could hit. Double jump fucked him up. Oh, it still hit some. 2 hits. That's good enough. Trying to jump there? Stop. That's not a good jump. You don't need to pick your battle super carefully against 12, but like this guy could stand to pick his battles a lot more carefully. You've got a lot of health to waste against 12. You only need to win a few times in this matchup. You only need to find a few opportunities compared to like the 20 that 12 needs. So you just have to not be dumb about the opportunities you find. But he was way too... He challenged the wrong things. Damn it. Another 12 versus a character he doesn't suck against. I don't see that character very often. Shaka. That's like Aura versus everyone though. These are on the GameSpot versus channel. Search YouTube for this link. I mean this sequence. That's the name of the GameSpot versus channel. Alex's footsies usually suffer a little bit, but in this matchup they suffer a lot. His damage is so fucking good compared to 12's though. This is again one of those really pure matchups that's just like damage versus opportunity. Alex does so much in one hit, and 12 gets so many chances to hit that it ends up kind of evening out almost. One of these GameSpot versus series, East versus West series, is uploaded a week. It's a weekly. We're rebroadcasting a weekly. Muru Muru. Same matchup. Yeah, Stomp has a little bit of an anti-air hitbox. I mean, calling it an anti-air hitbox is deceptive as fuck. But rather, it can hit airborne opponents. It also slams if it does, which is nice. It slams anyway. Certain attacks in this game cause knockdown in a very particular way, even if they hit airborne opponents. Like Aura Stay Fierce. People hit by that won't reset, they just fall to the grounds. Whoa, careful. It's one dash too many. Looks good. Got it. How late you time that? If you time it too late, they can just land and block. But the later you time it, the more hits hit. So, you know, you get to play some chicken with your anti-air. It's also very hard to parry, and most people won't be looking for it. Holy shit! Meaty universal overhead into low short, into jab X, into super. What a confirm. That's very precise, getting that meaty universal overhead in a way that you can link out of it. Huh! It traded. Same Fierce traded with a stomp. And then 12 got a throw, and then the damage was only just equalized then. And now things are just looking horrible. Oh my god. Yep, there it goes. Alex is pretty strong. WrestleMania? Dorai? WrestleMania. Yep. Anta no deban yo. Nice. That clap he could have linked out of easy. Anti-air parry into mash stand jab. That's not even that good with Alex. He was just trying to be very, very safe. That's what very, very safe looks like in third strike. So anti-air parry into mash jab. Got him? No, jump. What up, fucking backdash? What the fuck? He had a full combo there. He backdashed. He had like an hour to think about that too. It's like, oh, I'm jumping out of a super. What should I do? I should have been jump fierce, stand forward, EX drop. Ew. Oh, that's good. He needed that. Alex's super meter isn't precious, so even if he loses this round, that was like a fine decision. Oh, he got the whiff punish too. That was a terrible lariat. He should have picked a different version. It looked like he was trying to chip out, but like, that was not the lariat to use. EX would have been better. Or maybe even medium. Oh, EX stomp. Look at that. Cross-up stomp. Remember those? Cross-up stomp, like, relies on the parry mechanic. If parries aren't in the game, then, like, cross-up stomp becomes ridiculously stupid. Got him? Got him. This is gonna almost kill. It's gonna leave him with, like, less than 5%. It's, like, pretty low. KF14 models from forever ago when they pulled... They're pulled out of the game. No. Another very safe sequence from both players. Crouch, fierce, anti-air. That button is please parry and then punch my face in. I think EX stomp tracks in this game. I don't think you can steer it. Ooh, you can't confirm that. Not raw like that anyway. You can confirm it from like a stand forward or a stand strong or something. I can guarantee you that if the stomp was parried, it would not have been ridiculously safe. It was a good decision though. Whoa. That's not a good wake-up move, in any sense. It has a terrible hitbox and it's not invincible. A lot of people treat Alex's shoot down knee thing like it's a reversal, even though it has literally no reversal properties. It's just on a DP motion. Yeah, you can steer EX stomp in Street Fighter 5. Improvement in my opinion. Stomp doesn't translate very well to Street Fighter 5. That's the truth. It has no combo potential. It's mostly just it rides its footsie potential, and they would have to make it unsafe in Street Fighter 5 based on like everything else. So it's just really hard. Then they would have to make it not be able to cross up based on everything else. They just had to. They didn't have a super good. They didn't have a super good thing to do with it. Dude, this is Super One Yon. And his name is Yo-Ho. His handle is literally the super he picked. Fun fact, after that neutral throw, you can actually link a Super 1, or juggle a Super 1 rather. Yun actually has okay EX, so it's kind of cool seeing a Yun actually using it. Yun only has 3 EX moves, but they're all pretty good. There's no EX bomb, there's no EX command grab. So it's EX dash punch, EX shoulder, and EX up kicks. That was definitely a very unsafe taunt. Why is this Super 1 Yun? Why is his name Yo-Ho? Super 1 Yun is actually high tier. That's the one thing Yun players don't want you to know, is that Yun's other supers are okay. Super 1 is probably the worst super. But damn if it's not rewarding. Oh, it's over. That was like an actual taunt and not like a taunt for purpose. I want to see at least one Yo-Ho land. It's not super hard to confirm. I think you can just link it after like low strong and stuff actually. Stand strong. You can definitely do like any stand short into it. You can definitely TC into it. That's neat. Oh, he got it. Pa. Yeah, how about that? That did a lot of damage. Making a good case for SA1. Dude, they're adding Shingo. I didn't even know there was a list of DLC characters coming out. That's tight. I like Shingo. He's the one who's Kyo, but not, right? Oh, this is actually some good play. I want this Yan to win because I want to keep on watching him. I want to see him use EX up kick on a jump in. Here it comes. Here it comes. He didn't do it. Oh, he did it there. Oh, that was almost a good read. What do the counter hits even do? I remember looking to see if they did extra damage and they didn't seem to. Just give you more confirm time? Is that it? I was playing KF98. I want to see. Cool, dude. Oh, I didn't even see that question. What does Hugo get for his taunt? Yeah, it's Q's defense boost, but less extreme. Hugo starts with more HP and gets less HP per taunt, or less defense per taunt. So at the end of the day, 4 taunts, Hugo still doesn't have as much HP as 3 taunts Q. It's still quite good, though. It's one of the better taunts. The main problem is he doesn't get that many opportunities to use it, because it's kind of a long taunt. So you only really get it after deliberately unoptimal combos or neutral grab. And maybe like a shoot down backbreaker. Got him. This does a ton of damage, man. Yoho is really, really powerful. Yoho is actually one of the strongest supers. It's like tied for longest meter though, so what can you do? Any super long meter with only one use. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Poison does absolutely nothing to Hugo's taunt. Is Shingo supposed to be a joke character? Because he seems like he's supposed to be a joke character. That was a really good parry and punish at the end of that match. I feel bad for like bashing Elena's ability to punish. That was like perfect. Yoho. This is gonna kill, I think, with the follow-up. Yeah, comfortably. Very comfortably. Yen is strong. Yoho is not a joke, man. Yoho is not a meme. Like, if you're picking Super 3 Chan, yeah, it's a meme. There's no competitive application whatsoever. But Yoho, like, is still invincible. It's got a decent sized hitbox. It does a shit ton of damage. It confirms pretty easily. Dude, I was dying in the fucking crossover games, like the CBS and that kind of shit. The way they treated Dan. I don't believe you, dude. You literally cannot. You cannot land Chun-Li Super 3. It has no hitbox. You know the funny thing about Chun-Li Super 3 is it looks like it would be a really good anti-air, but it isn't. It's like, well, Chun-Li, if she has a weakness at all, it's that she's lacking in anti-air. And it's like, wow, look at this hitbox. It looks like it would be a super good anti-air, and then it only gets one hit. No, that's impossible. Her Super 3 is like it's like a Sanchi that goes straight up. It's like hilariously unsafe. It also has basically no confirms. It's Fireball Super 1. That one's okay. That one's like still a pretty good super. Fireball's good in general. It's optimal against Hugo. Nice. That's good recognition. I wonder if that's a real combo. He did EX up kicks into regular up kicks. Wake up stand short. He's pushing the barriers on these wake ups. This Yan is good. Yo, Yan is a treat, dude. You don't get to see this very often. Yan Super 1 is basically Shinshoryu. Yan Super 2 is basically Shippu. And then Yan Super 3 is basically I win. Dan doesn't even look that much like Rio. He's supposed to look like Robert. And yet every single character was mistaking fucking Dan for Rio. In SVC and whatever, CBS. That's funny as fuck. Even fucking Yuri couldn't tell them apart. I will click on this very briefly. Yeah, look at this. That's my Ryu.
You got me.
Back fierce into Super 3, and then I immediately end show you. Good shit. I have indeed eaten that Super in my time. That's probably the only time I've eaten it, to be honest. You have that rare distinction. Oh, that's gonna combo. Only person ever to hit Beth with fucking Super 3. Uh-oh. That's a lot of damage. I consider it very likely that the sequel to Garo is literally in development right now. That didn't hit on its first frame, so that made it easier to punish. He also thought it was 5 parries, but it was only 4 from that range. But he parried 5 times. That being said, he still got the punish. That strike has good sprites, yeah. I would say it's probably my favorite visually. It definitely feels a lot more modern than Alpha, even though Alpha came out around, like, you know, Alpha was coming out around the same time. Alpha 1 was before Street Fighter 3 New Generation, but, you know, they were almost concurrent. But that strike feels so much more fresh. Nice. Crutch strong, crutch fierce. Almost a good little sequence there. Went for the baby combo. You can do more light dash punches there. Light dash punch loop is really hard on Shotos. It feels like 1 frame. But you can do like 5 of them, I think. Dude, Alpha actually did have the Sakura dance, and the Sakura dance is kind of good. What the fuck? It opened the wrong video. There we go. 11 more characters. Good fucking lord. Give me a list. Then animation of Makoto's headband, neckband, and gi moving based on Dudley's car. Subtle, but it's good. Makoto's fucking posture is so perfect. That cross-up! It sounds silly, but I've never seen anyone get that. I wonder if that's Dudley specific. That's Dudley specific. Big O. Against Dudley, you can do Fukiage when he's stunned, which does a lot of fucking damage. Wow, just post a list. I'm streaming. Oh. Missed the torch short. I want the juicy deets. This can't kill because he didn't have enough prior stun. He dropped the combo anyway. Nice. Dudley's stun bar is really fucking long, so he's immune to the Makoto Touch of Death. But immune is a very fucking, you know... When I say he's immune to the Makoto Touch of Death, what I'm actually saying is he gets left at 99% stun. That time he did have some prior stun, and it was a more optimal starter. Because it was just raw stand fierce. I don't know if that's actually more optimal. I don't know how the stun scaling works on that combo. Oh, you manually typed it in? Someone else click on it, and someone else give me the list of characters. Dudley Makoto is a really cool matchup, actually. It's probably a 5-5, and it's pretty neat from both sides. Both characters will have a lot of tools they don't normally have. Oswald, Blue Mary. Hinako's the sumo, right? She's the one from Wolf's combo video. Woofy Cakes. Oswald is the guy with cards. Blue Mary is my waifu grappler. Shingo is counter hits. Is that all the ones we know? Oswald was popular. He was just broken. But a lot of people liked Oswald's design. I want Seth. Remember Seth? Why we got Vanessa but no Seth? Jubei. I don't know who that is. Jubei Yamada. Hydern is Leona's quote dad. Hinako and Sissel. I don't know what a fucking Sissel is. Street Fighter 5 could use a Seth of its own too. Seth in his Street Fighter 5 version would or Street Fighter 4 version would utterly break 5. He would just make the entire game retarded. I want fucking Adon. I want Gamerby to return to form. I want Gamerby to like Street Fighter 5. And you know what it needs? It needs Adon. Rugal's son. Adelheid or something? Yeah. He's cool, actually. I would like him. Dude, Lucky Globber, of all the fucking American sports team characters that you want, you could want back, Lucky's like the worst one. I want Heavy D back, damn it. Heavy D is actually cool. Okay, I think Lucky is probably still better than Brian. Brian Battler. Brian's pretty stupid character design. Nice. Good sequence. Is Rugal dead? I thought Geese was dead, but apparently he isn't. I like Heavy D's little mechanic of having like a charge-up move that enhances his next special move. Heavy D has an actual really good design, and he's trapped on a team with the two stupidest characters imaginable. Heavy D looks cool, like with his tight boxing stance. He like has a cool game style. But he's not even like low tier, I don't think, in the games he's in. He's just trapped on this team with these two retarded guys. Chun-Li's awful. Heavy D is black. He's got a very clean design. He looks like a very serious fighting game character. Look at the way he stands. It makes sense that Heavy D actually looks like a fucking combatant. One thing I like about Heavy D is he doesn't really feel over-designed at all. Like, it's very easy to make an over-designed character in a fighting game. You know what I mean? And we, like, have a pretty good tolerance for it. We look at Urian and we're like, sure. Fucking man made of metal with a thong. But, like, making a realistic fighter is, like, pretty tight. It's pretty hard to do. If you do anything other than just, like, strong-looking man, it starts creeping into over-designed territory. And you have to, like, suddenly suspend your disbelief. And I don't think there's anything wrong with suspending your disbelief. But just, like, when you look at Heavy D, he's just got a very realistic design. He just looks very fightery. He looks very pure in that sense, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. He looks like a real damn boxer. Oh, no. That could have been a lot worse. Chun-Li's trying to save his meter. This is so hard to win. He should cut his losses. He should not spend a super no matter what. Yeah. I forgot about Duck King. He's the guy who dances. He was on Terry's team for a minute. He's kind of cool, actually. I don't dislike him. Nice lightning legs. To waste the mirror time. I like that. He might have been trying to use lightning legs on the mirror. Ugh, gimmicks. Use the down medium kick and then charge midair. Hit it towards Roundhouse, I think. He had a juggle there. I think he was caught off guard because he didn't expect to get an airborne connect. I didn't expect him to get an airborne connect, actually. It was like the beginnings of Chun-Li towards Roundhouse, I think. Yeah, destroyed the mirror instantly with lightning legs. This is still very winnable for... Never mind. Chun-Li is so dangerous. She's so explosive. Gets one low forward and you just lose. Not fair. That was pretty hot. He poked out with low jab, just experimentally. It got parried in a situation where most people would not parry. In a situation where crouch jab I didn't even think was going to hit. And then it got parried and he canceled the crouch jab into 360. That was immaculate. There's a good chance Chun-Li could not escape that. Normally you're putting like some recovery after you get parried. It's 6 frames for a light normal plus whatever the natural recovery of the move was. But if you cancel the normal, that recovery never happens. So it's just, you know, you can't jump out too. If you're parrying, you can't hold up. So that 360 was probably guaranteed. That was beautiful. That was immaculate. There aren't that many command grabs in this game, but every character who has command grabs can technically exploit that. It's like Makoto twins plus Alex and Hugo. And then there's some other shittier command grabs. Oh my goodness, that is not a normal you ever want. Towards Fierce. That normal does almost nothing. Remember Raiden in KO13 arcade release? And spamming drop kicks everywhere? Dude, Shirmy, Chris, and Yoshiro is one of my favorite teams. Outright. And fucking the evil versions of them too. Evil Chris, fucking, you know, Orochi Chris, has the most ridiculously edgy design, but I absolutely love it. Chris is like comical in how edgy he is. That was good to not super there. The way fucking Orochi Chris stands is try hard as fuck, and I love it. Yo, Chun-Li is scum. You see how much damage he did? Almost none. He barely touched Chun-Li. 27 seconds left on the clock. It was a long-ass round where he didn't manage to do anything. Yeah, fuck Chun-Li, though. The one where he's holding his hands out. And there's like fire. Is there like a reason that those three characters in the Orochi versions have the same powers as like Team Japan? Because Team Japan are just a random assortment of people, right? I mean, Kyo's important, but like Benny Mario and Daimon are just like random guys, I think. They're literally just Kyo's friends. And it's like you got fire, electricity, and super strength. And then Orochi Yoshiro has super strength, Orochi Shermie has electricity, and Orochi Chris has fire. And it feels like they're going for some analog thing, but it seems very random because, like, you know, it's kind of weird to have two elements and then super strength anyway. But, like, I'm pretty sure Benny Mario and Daimon have nothing to do with anything. So it's kind of weird that their powers are copied. Nice. Oh, that was it. No, it's not. We got an exhibition. Chris and Yoshiro have such solid, like, normals and command normals compared to Shermie. It's not fair. Yoshiro and Chris just feel like top tiers no matter what their special moves are. So even though the special moves are pretty different with the normal versus Orochi, they still feel good. Uh-oh. This is a shit ton. Chun-Li players go home. Oh my god, that news article. Calgary man slices off penis attaching razor blade fidget spinner. This matchup is okay, but Akuma dies in 2 hits. Same as always. This matchup is possibly secretly in Yang's favor. Probably not. It's probably still in Chun's. But like Yang has a lot of specific tools in this matchup that are kind of good. Particularly his command grab has a very nice follow-up that doesn't work on most characters. His command grab into stand medium kick, which gives him a very, very good looping 50-50. Nice. He also has some really nice combos on corner Chun-Li. That was the exact setup. So was that. A palm or a stand medium kick on corner Chun-Li lead to like high damage. Neat. Is this the last match of the set? Looks like it probably is. There's only 1 minute remaining. Dude, even my fighting game content is just fighting game let's plays. Oh, that stun. Yang's stun increases damage on his next combo. Is there still another one? No way. There's only like 40 seconds left. Yep, that's it. That might be it for me. Might be time for me to catch some Z's. Caught up on third strike. We had some nice matches against Spab. I actually managed to win. That's like a good personal fucking growth development thing right there.